All right. I had lots of ideas of trying out different auth providers for my different types of frameworks, front end frameworks like React, Next.js, and Vue.js. So I just paid for Cursor subscription yesterday and I asked it to plan a framework agnostic authentication library. First of all, it's supposed to work with all three major front end frameworks, React, Vue, and uh, Next.js, and then is going to work with multiple different providers. So Fusion Auth, Stitch, Clerk, Auth 0, and Work OS. Let's see how Cursor handles implementing this. So yesterday I spent my day combining all my different applications and different monorepo architectures I had already had littered all over my development folder, and I consolidated them into a single monorepo. So I had like this whole three monorepos. Like, hey, I had built monorepos in multiple different jobs, so I had versions of them lying around. So I went into and I said, okay, I want the best of every monorepo combined into one master monorepo. And the main things here is it has a standard configurations like tsconfig, ESLint, prettier, and naming conventions, all of that. And then it has all the front end apps, all the shared libraries which I already had built, like for backend, for full stack, React types. Types I used on all full stack applications and Vue libraries, and then services like my email service or different services I had built in the past. And then I also had built some templates like boilerplate code. So I combine all of them. There is other things like Nginx, N8N, Olama, and stuff, and Docker configuration. All of them are Dockerized. And then GitLab CI, I had spent a bunch of my time and energy when I was at Bitwave. A few years ago, where we were using GitLab for our CI. So I had built a whole CI YAML files with templates and a dry architecture. So I also moved all of them. And the big part of this monorepo is that it is bun. Bun is used for both as a runtime, TypeScript runtime, and package management and build library and for testing. So everything is bun based. So now with this monorepo, I want different apps to use different authentication setup, and that's why I want to create this auth setup, an auth library which I can use in any of these apps. So let's see how it works. Let's continue. The plan has been created earlier, just a few minutes ago, and then hit this build, and this is going on very fast. I'm going to show you just a few seconds of it, but yeah, let's see. And then later in a different video, I will show you how I start integrating them, how I will integrate them into my apps, and how the login will work. We will see what it comes. I'm not touching this code much. I am just making sure all the folder structures and all the stuff it's doing is reviewed, and then I will see how it goes. So let's just watch this beauty going on and on, implementing this plan which I agreed with it earlier. This is the structure in the libs folder. It will build an auth, which will be language agnostic and which will provide providers for all of them. And then it will build wrappers for Vue, React, and Next.js, which will be very lightweight wrappers. So I can just add them into the apps I am building. Well, this video is going to be concluded very soon. So thank you for watching and stay tuned for the next episode of this. Thank you and happy Thanksgiving.